This is another drill that I picked up from my good friend Charlie Green at Miami-Dade. And it's a drill that it's been around, I'm sure, for a long time, and a lot of people have used it. But he calls it a screen drill. You could do this against the side of a building, but it's better to have some sort of a screen here to throw to. And why I like the screen is I can get behind the screen and watch the pitcher. So if I'm looking at his head, for instance, and seeing the alignment, I'm seeing that, and that's good. He's directly into the target, as you saw it into the camera. If you want to watch his hip elevation that we worked on earlier in drills, you see that? Hip is elevated. Maybe we're working on his back foot. So let's just key in on his back foot, make sure the toes ahead of the heel. He's going to throw in the screen, and that's the only thing I'm going to focus on. And that happened, all right? We had the back foot straightened out. Now we get his back foot straightened out. We said, let's work on the leg lift. All I'm going to watch now is a leg lift. Just notice his back foot, see how it comes up and circles, pushes down, circles, and over. That looks good. Now what we have is we'll get pictures here and have a couple of pictures. So you watch his back foot, you watch his front foot, you watch his leg lift. Now we've got 3 teaching things going on at the same time. Boom, all right. Charlie, what was his back foot like? Well, it slipped a little bit, Coach. What was his leg lift like? It was good. All right, we're okay there. How about his stride? We're okay there. You said his push-off foot was not good, then we need to work on his push-off foot. Get that thing straightened out, make sure the toes ahead of the heel. We go back, all of us flash in on that. It was good. It's just a little bitty, tiny goal post that we invented to work on really throwing a release point in here. We thought we'd do this, try to get the idea of throwing a curveball, and we found it has 1,000 other uses now. What we do with this thing is we just put this in front of the kid and say to him, I want you to get the feeling of throwing and putting your chin right here. So now we're talking about alignment. Just throw and make sure your chin comes out and ends up right on. You can't possibly do it, but you're going to try to set it right there, and your head's going to be right between that goalpost. Boom, in there. Now this time, just pay attention just to the chin and head when it finishes. Make sure it's resting on that, or in that location in between the two. We got alignment. We've got great alignment there. If his head finishes over here, it's pretty clear he's doing something there to make his delivery get off center. So bring it right through there. Now, you don't have to have this deal. It's not hard to make. It's just a pipe and a plow disc and a thing that goes up and down, and the 2 little goal posts. So now I want you to do it incorrectly one time just to show what you'd have if you had a real erratic pitcher. I want you to really open up, pull your front arm out to the right, and end up off center. So this thing has a multitude of uses. You're trying to get a release point in here. You're trying to throw a curveball. You want height on the curveball. Set it up here, put a nail hole in there, and you got it. Now you're throwing the same thing in here. If I wanted him to throw higher, I'd say, all right, I want you to really get your arm up and get through that thing, and then release points down here. Arm is hands over here, release points down below this thing. Actually, you can use this with that's why we got it padded. You can pad this son of a gun, put it in front of the guy, and actually have him throw the ball through it. Get a release point. That's originally why we invented it, is to try to get a feel. If I go through that thing with my hand at a certain place out here, I will have a good point of delivery.